There's so much drama going on right now. Hey, what is up all my social climbing friends? It's Dustin and I'm back with another video. Now this video was going to be about Ezra Miller because there's updates in the case with Ezra Miller and Takata. However, since I just posted that video the other day, I didn't know if you guys would like me to post a back-to-back video about Ezra Miller, but there are updates with what's going on with him. It's very scary and shocking. However, I wanted to come on here and talk about this diagnosis tweet that I put out the other day because I've got a ton of DMs about it. I've had a lot of questions. So I wanted to come and sit down and address it for you guys to let you know what I'm going through and what has happened. So if you are here for that, please stay tuned to this video. But before we jump in, I would like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Adam and Eve. Now you guys know that I've worked with Adam and Eve for a very long time. It's a trusted brand. I love Adam and Eve. They've been amazing to me. And right now, if you use code Dustin over on adamandeve.com, you'll get 50% off one item as well as free shipping to the US and Canada. Keep in mind, some exclusions do apply. There's also some major perks of shopping Adam and Eve. You get 24/7 customer support, 90-day hassle-free returns, and 20% of their profit goes to fight the spread of HIV and AIDS. I love that. That is something that is near and dear to my heart, being a gay man. So if you are inclined, I implore you to go use code Dustin. Treat yourself, girl. It's 2022. I have to give you guys a little bit of background information about my life and my story so you can understand where I'm coming from with all of this. But growing up, all of my siblings were much older than myself. You guys know, if you don't know, I was adopted and my siblings are much older than me. I'm 34 and right now I believe that my oldest sibling is like 59 or 60. So I got to watch a whole bunch of different things growing up that people normally probably wouldn't get to see. And unfortunately, I got to witness my older siblings abuse prescription medication. So that always affected me and that always stuck with me. I am someone that does not like even to take Tylenol if I don't have to, but I'll drink Diet Coke. I don't know. The rationalization with it is just crazy to me, but medicine bad, Diet Coke good. So I witnessed all this stuff growing up. And then when I was maybe like 29, I believe it was like 2016, maybe, I don't know, I'm bad at math. I think it was like 2016, 2017. I was working at the cable company and it was becoming a lot for me. And I've always had these issues with being able to concentrate on things. I've always like lost things. I've always done all these different things that I thought was ADHD, but I never had a diagnosis. So I finally decided that I was going to go to a doctor and I was going to get help with this. And I did all these different tests. I did this survey thing where they were like supposed to analyze my brain. And they came back and they said that I was diagnosed as bipolar, and I never felt that that was right. And on top of that, what I just said about the medication, they had prescribed me a medication that I was taking that I was severely allergic to. I got this skin rash. I did all these different things with this medication with this doctor to try to make this work. It just was not working. Like my lymph nodes in my neck were swelling up. And I told this doctor that I thought that this stuff was very bad for me and that I thought that it was going to hurt me. And this doctor literally just brushed me off and said that I was crazy. This doctor literally told me that I was crazy. So of course I stopped the medication and I got a second opinion, and it turns out that the medication I was very allergic to, and that if I would have probably kept taking it, it probably could have made my skin fall off and I could have died. After that, I was super afraid of medicine, even more so than before. And I always felt that the diagnosis that they gave me of bipolar disorder was wrong because I'm not a bipolar person by definition. So I sat on this for literally years. And we flash forward to now, and I've been having the hardest time making content, you guys. You know, everything that happened with Nick's mom, everything before that, everything after. It's just been increasingly hard for me to make content and to sit down and script videos and research and stuff. And I finally decided that I could not do this anymore because I can sit and my mind will race. Like my thoughts, there's a water bottle here. I'll look at this water bottle and then I will pick up this battery and I'll read the battery and then I'll read the memory card. Like all these different things I've done my whole entire life, and I've always thought that it was ADHD. And I decided that I was going to make an appointment with a psychiatrist and get evaluated. And it turns out that I do have ADHD as well as severe PTSD from my previous relationship. And knowing this and having validation was very nice at first. And it's great. I love knowing what I have now because I know how to fight it. I know what to do to help myself. And I will say that the medication that they have me on now, I am incredibly clear-minded and I can hyper-focus on things and get so much shit done that I've not ever been able to do before. It's like I'm a completely different person. It's like I'm a bionic person. But as great as that may be, it also leaves me feeling kind of like lost because I would, like, if I knew this was like a thing like 20 years ago, if my parents would have had me check for this and I could have been given medication, it makes me wonder where my life could have been now and how my life would have been different had I just had this diagnosis. Now, I get that this is not like a terminal thing or anything like that, but this is something that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. And it's just crazy the amount of people now that I'm noticing that have ADHD. I didn't even know that there was like ADHD ASMR or all these different channels on YouTube. So I've been investigating and looking into different things about ADHD, and seeing so many people so freely like talking about it, it makes me feel better knowing that I'm not alone. But like I just said, it still leaves me questioning how my life would have been if I would have had this diagnosis when I was like 14 or 15 years old. Because having the mental clarity and capacity that I have now, I feel like I could have been a totally different person. I feel like I could have totally done something different with my life. It's almost like I'm having an existential crisis because this hit me like a ton of bricks. Now, I don't really know what my aim with this video is. I guess it's just for me to share my story a little bit more, and I probably did a terrible job explaining my story and what happened and everything that I've been through. But I do think that it is important for people to talk about things like this because there's such a stigma when it comes to ADHD, ADD, literally any kind of like mental health situation that you could discuss. There's always some kind of negative stigma attached to it, and I really don't understand why. And I'm such a bad storyteller when it comes to telling my tea, but I thought I would come on here and share this with you guys to let you know kind of like why my content has shifted and why I'm going to be doing the things that I'm doing now, because I have the brain capacity to do it. I am going to be doing a deep dive on a bunch of different things related to Bam Margera. Now, if you guys don't know anything that's going on with Bam Margera, it's such a mess. And these people that have him in a conservatorship, big bad, we're going to be talking about that in my series. I think it's going to be 3 parts because we whittled it down from 6 parts because I feel like that was way too much. But we've got it down to 3 parts, and I'm going to be releasing that soon. And after each video premieres, I'm going to be doing a live stream after. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this content. It has literally only been made possible by me getting this diagnosis. Like, this has been so life-changing to me. And basically, I guess what I'm saying with this video is if you have any kind of inclination that you may have ADD or ADHD, go to a psychiatrist, go to a primary care physician, and find out the next steps for you to get the diagnosis that may be able to help you, because this was so incredibly life-changing for me. I just don't want anybody else left behind having to deal with this bullshit, because I'm a totally different person than I was before. But you guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I know that there's probably a lot of people that can relate to this story because I posted a TikTok about it pretty much saying that I'm lost at 34, knowing now that I had ADHD my whole entire life and I could have just taken 1 pill a day and my life could have been completely different. But you guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'm sorry for this like discombobulated video. I know you guys are really into like the will research stuff now, and I love doing that, but I had to come on here and I wanted to talk about this, and I kind of wanted to share what I've been going through. But you guys, I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.